Okay, guys, what's going on? So I'm gonna go over part two of how you can make money with Max Out Nutrition. Now, this I love because this is kind of old school, but it's a really good way to get people introduced to the product. But also, then we can convert them and get them onto the website where we can do a subscription with them. So let's take it little by little. First, the way you do this is your basic distribution. I have a list you'll see down at the bottom of warehouse 1 and warehouse 2. You order from warehouse 1 a wholesale price. Now, if you look at those prices, guys, that's ridiculous. I've been a franchise for years, and I made products for years for franchisors, and we never got those kind of prices. Never. I'm giving you guys prices that people have to pay 160, like we paid 160K, 160,000 to be part of a franchise, and we never got prices that low. Never. All right? So you guys have a huge advantage with this. So with that list, you know, you look at what you want to sell, you buy $100 worth, then you have those products. You can flip them for 50% margin. Easy. Now, this is the simple old school way of doing it, but it's so effective because some people don't want to be on a subscription base if they need to first try it. So if they sample it and they're still whatever, here's the product, buy it, follow up with them, next month, subscription. That's how I would do it. So it's going to be the same price anyways. So this is what I would do. So let's take it little by little here, guys. We're going to go week by week. And guys, you can build this as fast as you want, or you can build as slow as you want. Let's say this is slow. Would it be hard to say if you stuck with the concept every single day by taking the product, by talking about the product and sharing the product, that you can't get one customer a week? You're going to get one customer a week, I guarantee it. You know, I mean, it's pretty simple, pretty basic. So let's focus on one customer a week, what that looks like. So let's take 50 weeks out of the year. Right, 50 weeks out of the year, I'm going to focus on getting one customer a week. At the end of the year, I am going to have 50 customers. Now, what do you say the average sale is for nutrition products? Now, it's really $80 to $100, but let's cut that in half. Let's cut that right in half and say $40 a customer, right? Who can't afford 40 bucks? Easy, 40 bucks a month on your basic items that you need. Okay, so yeah, 50 customers, that's $2,000 a month in retail sales. Now, you are going to make 50% of that. So you're now earning $1,000 a month, $12,000 a year. Easy. Took you 1 year to do that because all you're doing is just to focus on one customer a week. Easy to do, one customer a week, am I right? One customer a week. Now, I have some people that do 5, 6 customers a week. They're doing pretty good. Now, one customer a week, that looks like $12,000 a year in your pocket. Now, let's look at some of the bigger money. Now, let's focus. Let's say, okay, I did that for a whole year. Now, year 2, I want to maintain those 50 customers. And I also want to get 50 distributors doing the same thing that I'm doing. So now let's focus on one distributor per week. That's 50 distributors, right? 50 distributors. Now, what that looks like, they're doing the same thing as you. They're focused on one customer per week, right? So each one of those guys, one of those distributors, is going to be $2,000 in sales per month. Times 50, you're looking at $100,000. Now, when you look at what you're getting on that, you're making 5% on these guys. At bare bones minimum, 5%. Bare bones minimum, 5%. That's $5,000. Yeah? And you add that $1,000 of retail you just did. That's $6,000. That's $72,000 a year. I don't know about you, but I'm sure there's a lot of you here that will stick it out for 2 years to make $72K a year, right? Now, that's just bare bones basics, guys. That's just bare bone basics. You're probably going to do a lot more than that than doing one customer. Probably do more. So now you have one customer a week and one customer, one distributor a week, and you're going to start. It starts growing. Starts growing. Before you know it, that $17,000 a year becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So this is a simple, good way of really doing really well in this industry. This platform is amazing, guys. You have no idea. It took me a long time to get this kind of platform going, you know. And I've been through it. I've done wholesale. I've been in a lot of stores. I've had my retail store. I mean, I know personally a lot of retail stores out there in the United States that are not making 40K, 50K, 70K a year. They're not. I know a lot of them that are not. And because, I mean, they're stuck into a zone and they can only do so much. So, I mean, this model you have right here is costing you zero money to get in. So no franchise fees, none of that stuff. It's just going to take sweat equity. Now, if you're going to, now what is sweat equity? Sweat equity is just getting out there and doing the simple concept of taking the product, showing people you're taking the product, you're talking about it, and then sharing it with them. Simple as that. You do that day in, day out, you're going to do well. Believe me, you're going to do well. So that's our main way of part 2 of making money with us. So they really go together. So, all right, guys, hope that was simple enough. Go out there and crank it. Go out there and kill. You guys are awesome. You know, each one of you guys, I just want to tell you, really, you know, I've been wanting to do this for you. This was one of my main goals, main achievements, and I sacrificed a lot to get where I'm at right now. And because you're on board, because you're doing this, you know, I'm going to work my ass off, guys, to make sure you guys are successful. You know, I'm gonna make sure Max Drive is a household name. You know, I mean, it's gonna happen. And with you guys are just gonna come up with me, and you're just gonna, you know, do well with me as well. So I mean, I just appreciate the bottom of my heart. Thank you. We love you here at Max Drive. Keep it going. Keep looking at the other videos, and let's get this going. And call me, get with me if you guys have questions. You know, don't think about it, you know, and like, what should I do? Let's just go out and do it. Talk with me. All right. See you guys.